G'day, gang. Welcome back to the channel. I'm MP Numbers, and I appreciate you being here. Now, we're well into Throne of Eldraine, and it's time to kind of look forward, start thinking about the next set, and today I wanted to make some predictions about the next set, which we know is Theros Beyond Death. Quick editor's note here, gang. I've been working on this one for a little while, and I've just started doing some editing, and today Theros leaks dropped. You probably know about it if you watch it, if you're following MTG. Now, I decided, had a bit of think about it, and I decided I'm still going to run with what I had. I haven't looked at the cards yet. There's a chance that the cards that come out will confirm or disprove my guesses, my predictions, but I'm going to run with it and take it on the chin. I don't particularly want to see discussions of those links in the comments. They will be deleted if they're in there. So let's get back to the predictions. That's right. We're heading back to one of my personal favourite planes, ancient Greek-inspired Theros, home of the almighty gods, mythological beasts, and tons of sparkly bordered creatures. Birthplace of Kithion, and death place, is that a word? Of Elspeth. Now, I've got 5 predictions which cover the set, some based on the world and the story, some based on cards we're going to see, and of course I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. As a bonus, once the set is completely out and everything's revealed, I'm going to be giving away some sweet Theros swag to random commenters for each one I get wrong, so make sure you're commenting if you want to be eligible to maybe win some stuff. First of all, let's quickly flash back to the story of original Theros. For those of you who weren't around or didn't read the story, our hero Elspeth was tasked by the gods with destroying this silly satyr named Xenagos, who decided to give up his Planeswalker Spark to become a god because he thought that was more powerful somehow. She had trouble completing this task and was given the legendary spear by the white god, Heliod. She used this to complete the task, and everybody was happy because the bad guy was dead. But Heliod, he thought, oh no, she's more powerful than me. This can't do. So he smited her, or smote her? He killed her with the same spear. She got sent down to the underworld, and that's the last we saw of her. Ajani left feeling very cranky, and that's kind of where we're up to. Prediction 1. Elspeth is back. Now, I know I'm not shocking anybody with this one. Literally the only thing we've had from Theros at this point is a picture of Elspeth coming in out of Nyx. But my prediction more specifically is that Elspeth is back, but she's going to be different. I think her time in the underworld in the story changed her in probably 2 ways. For one, I think she's going to gain a colour. I think she's, instead of just being white, which every version of Elspeth has been so far, she's probably going to be white-black, representing her time in Undeath. I don't think she's going to be a zombie, but definitely have black mana in her mana cost. The other thing is I don't think she's going to be a Planeswalker anymore. It could go one of 2 ways here. I think that either the cost of her leaving the underworld is her giving up her spark and becoming a legendary creature. Alternatively, possibly the story has her killing a god and ascending to god status. So I think losing Planeswalker going one of 2 ways. I don't think it's going to be done through any flip card shenanigans. I think the story will cover all the changes so we understand what happened. But I think there's something that's going to be different with Elspeth when we do see her up and running. My second prediction is going to be around the themes in the set. Now, I don't think this is going to be a tribal set. Like, it's not going to be a Lorwyn or an Ixalan by any stretch. But the name is Beyond Death, and there has to be a zombie theme to it. There was definitely some zombies moving through original Theros, but it wasn't a primary theme. Where I think this time around it's going to be a main theme. There's probably going to be a few zombie-based shenanigans, and we're going to see quite a few more. One thing I'd like to see is zombies moving into other colours. So far they've only been black and blue, but I would love to see some white, red, and green zombies joining the ranks. Alternatively, if it's not specifically zombies, there will be a graveyard-themed mechanic. Again, obviously, the story is going to be her coming back from death. There has to be a way to return things from the graveyard. I'm really hoping a new mechanic comes out, but I wouldn't be completely out of the realm of possibilities to look at it like an existing recursion from graveyard mechanics such as Flashback, Unearth, Dredge, things like that currently play with the graveyard. Speaking of mechanics, prediction 3, Devotion is back, Monstrous is not. Now, Devotion was one of the main mechanics in original Theros. It was fun and powerful, having impacts on both limited and constructed. most, if not all, of the GPs and Pro Tours at the time would see Devotion decks battling at the top tables, with Mono Black and Mono Blue being the two most popular ones. For those who haven't played it, the mechanic counts the amount of mana symbols on your permanents in play and creates an effect based off this. One of the best known is the Grey Merchant of Asphodel. My prediction is that Devotion will be back in some form. It may only be a card or two referencing and not actually a keyworded mechanic, but I think it will exist. The fact that Eldraine includes a whole bunch of monocoloured, multi-pipped cards with some monocoloured matted undertones hints towards this, as the mechanic does need specific cards to achieve cohesive deck builds in Standard. It was always a really fun mechanic, and I'm really hoping it comes back. It was one of my favourite things about Theros. It's in a great design space, and it really defined the set as it was. Wizards would be crazy not to show it off again. As for Monstrous, they admitted it was a mistake. It was too hard to track. There was too many issues with it, and it really doesn't feel worth the investment in gameplay. They very recently released a fixed version of Monstrous, which was Evolve, so I don't see it happening. My fourth prediction, as I kind of hinted towards this one earlier, but I think there's going to be a death of a god. So I'm thinking, as I said, in the story, either to escape the underworld or in a fit of revenge, Elspeth, or maybe even Ajani, is going to get in and slaughter a god somehow. It could possibly be Heliod in an act of revenge. Maybe Erebos is the one that gets in the way of her escaping the underworld. Or there is even the god of the passage, the white-black one, who could be the victim here. And that story arc could lead to Elspeth gaining god status by killing one of the gods. My fifth and final prediction for Theros Beyond Death, and probably the one I'm least expecting to happen, to be honest, is a story highlighting Ashiok, along with a new Mythic Planeswalker card. We did see Ashiok on original Theros, but we don't know if it's their home plane. A lot of people were excited with the existence of Ashiok, the first genderless, as far as we know, Planeswalker, and it's just a character shrouded in mystery. There was nothing in the story; they just existed. Ashiok did also show up in War of the Spark, but didn't make an appearance in the book or any part of the story that we've seen so far. So they have literally no story existing outside of that one card yet. I imagine that I imagine that Wizards wants to capitalize on the original interest in Ashiok and make them a character again in this set. And if not, they're probably going to be doing Ashiok soon on a different plane, or maybe their home plane. Alright folks, so they are my 5 predictions. As I said, I want to see what you think in those comments below. Make sure you let me know what you expect to see, how far off am I with mine. And don't forget, if you do want to be eligible, jump in the comments, and I'm going to be giving away something. Now, if I get all 5 wrong and I have to give away 5 things, obviously each thing's going to be a bit less. But if only one of them's wrong, we may be looking at sending out bundles and things like that are worth a few dollars. So make sure you are in there. Make sure you subscribe and you get the responses, because I'll be responding to the comments. Alright folks, I've been MP Numbers, and this is a new type of video for me, so please let me know. Like if you like, dislike if you disliked, subscribe to see more, and if you really like what I'm doing, hit the little bell to turn on notifications. There's tons of ways to get in touch with me in the description of the video, and I'm always looking to have a chat. Bye.